Shalom, shalom. This is a new Yeshua from Israel at Hebron Island too. Today's video is called Their Schemes and the Burdensome Stone. You know, I'm going to list some things, and all my subscribers and anybody in the know, any Israelite in the know, can probably add to my list. Because you know they've been plotting and scheming on us ever since. And this is 2020, and this is perpetual slavery. Stole, wiped out our history and our identity from us. Colorism, which makes us hate each other. The darker Israelite don't like the lighter thinks he's better than the darker, and all that. That was forged into the minds of the slaves to hate each other. Discriminated. We're discriminated at all levels in society. The list is too long. I'll be here too long talking about it. If you're a Negro, you know the ways that we are discriminated, and the list is almost endless with these demons, heathens. You know what I'm talking about. Extreme police violence, court injustice. You know, you go to court, you know what's going to happen. They're giving you the maximum. To our heathen counterparts, you know how they're going to escape or get over. Incarceration is just ridiculous. The world, other countries know what's going on in America. They know what's going on. Incarcerating us unjustly. Now marijuana is legal. They've been locking up people for marijuana for years, giving them like life sentences or close to life sentences. And it's just incarcerations, conviction times, and all that is ridiculous. Drugs in our neighborhood, liquor stores and churches on every corner. The King Arthur plan. Go check out my video. I did specifically on the King Arthur plan towards the Negro. They have the Kerner report, and I think it's in the King Arthur video that I made a while ago, where the government's plot. They say in their declassified documents that they did these things by putting drugs and alcohol, unemployment crazy in our neighborhoods just to destabilize our families and to destroy our families. You know, the unemployment rate in the Negro community is just ridiculous. Germ warfare, you know, you had the Tuskegee syphilis thing they did on us, the AIDS, which they thought it was just going to affect us, but the Most High makes everything backfire on these Negro. And I don't mean Negroes. I want to say niggers, and I don't mean black people. Poison the water supply, Flint, Michigan, and all the other areas where they try to poison us, you know, with the food and the water and medicines, abortion clinics everywhere in the urban areas to try to genocide our kids just like they did in Egypt. You know, when you see gangs, the establishment of the gangs are by them. Like ISIS and all those things are created by them. But, you know, since they own the media, they say, oh, no, they just some crazy Middle Eastern guys that are just doing this. Nope. They create the situation, then they make a fake solution to it so that they can steal and, overthrow and, all that bad stuff. They put the poorest, lowest level educational systems in the Negro community. One of their main goals is to remove the fathers out of the home. That's why they give the economic incentives to the Negro women, so she can be down with his program. And then now you have the destabilization of the family. Childless, fatherless kids who are running amok. They demonize us on the media all around the world. They shame us all around the world, and the list goes on and on. Let me tell you an example. Even a Negro group went to the UN a while ago, a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but they went to the UN and they made a complaint against, America. The United States has said that, they've been trying to genocide us, and they listed a whole list, an array of things that the American society did towards the Negro. And guess what? The conclusion came from the United Nations that yes, indeed, they did try to exterminate, genocide the Negro, but they ain't do anything. I'm telling you, the whole world is in cahoots with our arch enemy. They are the enemy as well. But in the UN, they even came to the conclusion, yeah, you're right, to that group that went there and said, yeah, yeah, you're right. These are levels of genocide. These are incidents. These are situations where yes, they did try to genocide you guys. You never heard nothing on the media or any periodical or newspaper on it. Is just as Psalm 83 states, O God, O Most High, do not be silent, do not hold aloft, do not be quiet, O God, for your enemies rage, your foes assert themselves. They plot craftily against your people, take counsel against your treasured ones. They say, let us wipe them out as a nation. Israel's name will be mentioned no more. That's what they've been doing. Pull me to Zechariah 12. I'm going to read the whole Zechariah 12 because we are that burdensome stone. We have been and we will be, even in a more higher sense, since we are definitely living in the end times. I don't know when, but we're in that season definitely. Zechariah chapter 12. Verse 1, a pronouncement, the word of the Most High concerning Israel, the utterance of the Most High who stretched out the skies and made firm the earth and created man's breath within him. Behold, I will make Jerusalem a bowl of railing for the peoples all around. Judah shall be caught up in the siege upon Jerusalem when all the nations of the earth gather against her. In that day, and this day that's coming as well, Israelite, I will make Jerusalem a stone for all the people to lift. All who lift it shall injure themselves. Hooray. In that day, declared the Most High, I will strike every horse with panic and its rider with madness. But I will watch over the house of Judah while I strike every horse of the people with blindness. The clans, I told you in my other video I just uploaded, uh, the heavenly organization, tribe, faction, gang are only Israelites. It's a private organization. And the clan of Judah will say to themselves, the dwellers of Jerusalem are a task set for us by their God, the Lord of hosts. In that day, I will make the clans of Judah like a flaming brazier among sticks and like a flaming torch among sheaves. They shall devour all the besieging peoples right and left, and Jerusalem shall continue on its site in Jerusalem. The Lord will give victory to the tents of Judah first, so that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem may not be too great for Judah. In that day, the Lord will shield the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and the feeblest of them shall be in that day like David and the house of David, like the divine beings, like an angel of the Lord at the head. In that day, I will all but annihilate all the nations that came up against Jerusalem. But I will fill the house of David and the inhabitants of Jerusalem with a spirit of pity and compassion, and they shall lament to me about those who are slain, willing over them as over a favored son, and showing bitter grief as over a firstborn. In that day, the wailing in Jerusalem shall be as great as the wailing at Hadid Rimmon in the plains of Megiddo. The land shall wail, each family by itself, the family of the house of David by themselves, and their womenfolk by themselves, the family of the house of Nathan by themselves, and their womenfolk by themselves, the family of the house of Levin by themselves, and their womenfolk by themselves, the family of Shemites by themselves, and their womenfolk by themselves, and all the families, every family by itself, with their women folk by themselves. Yeah, there's going to be wailing, but the Most High's decrees are going forth. He's going to destroy all of them. We can't, like, I don't want to wail for them, but guess what? The scriptures say we're going to wail at the sight of all the destruction, all the smoke that the Most High is going to bring. But still, at the end of the day, he's going to annihilate their kingdom, their rulership, which is still a happy time. Psalm 37:12. Psalm 37:12. The wicked man schemes against the righteous, and the righteous are the Israelites only, the ones who keep the law, not the 2/3 that are lawless, that live like the regular Gentiles, the Christians, and the Messianic Hebrews. The wicked man schemes against the righteous and gnash his teeth at him. The Most High laughs at him, for he knows that his day will come. And that's why you shouldn't worry about what you see in front of you, Israelites. COVID-19, even though they're going to probably quiet it down and open things up, I'm telling you, he's going to plot to do even more evil to us. We don't the scriptures, Psalm 37, verse 13. The Most High laughs at him. The him are the heathens. The Most High laughs at him, for he knows that his day will come. And that day that's coming is destruction and slavery. Verse 14 of Psalm 37. The wicked draw their swords, bend their bows to bring the lowly, which is the Israelites, and the needy to slaughter the upright men. Their swords shall pierce their own hearts, and their bows shall be broken. Better the little that the righteous man, which are Israelites, has than the great abundance of the wicked, which are the heathens, the lawless ones. Verse 17 of Psalm 37. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Most High is the support of the righteous. Verse 18 of Psalm 37. The Most High is concerned for the needs of the blameless. The Most High's concern is not for the heathens. The Most High's concern is for the blameless, and those are only law keepers, those that strive to keep his laws. Their portion lasts forever. That's why you're going to be smiling in that day. Yeah, you're going to weep in that day a little bit. That's what he decrees, but you're going to smile in that day. Just think about the smiles, not the weeps. Verse 19 of Psalm 37. They shall not come to grief in bad times, in famine. They shall not eat, they shall eat their fill, but the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Most High shall be consumed like a meadow, grass consumed in the smoke. See, I know many are hearing that the things are slowing down and they may return to normal, a type of normal. And I'm talking about this COVID-19 soon. Malls were open, parks will reopen, government buildings probably will reopen slowly. But if you are thinking that this devil has a change of heart, you need to think again, Israelite. He is just repositioning himself for the final finale. Some of you guys, you fall asleep quickly. You forget quickly. He will put you back to sleep so you will forget what just occurred to you. You're going to develop a sense of safety and security again once things start opening up again. You're going to say, the end times is not coming around again. He's going to put you back to sleep. The 5G will then roll out. Then you will be thrusted back in terror and in the fear zone. You will willingly accept everything he says, the heathens, and follow all his directives, including the things he wants to stick in your arms. I'm not going to say that word, because I say that word, the computer will pick words up. Starts with a capital V. But of course, he's going to say those things he wants to stick in your arms are only for your good. And you know he's a liar. The devil's a liar. The heathen's ultimate plan has always included to get rid of the pesky Negro. He wants to eliminate some of his own as well. He just looks at them as collateral damage. But you, Negro, always have been the number one target. You guys forget that. You fall asleep quickly. A lot of you say, he's not that bad. You're going to soon see him, and then he puts the slam on you guys with that 5G and the other stuff that he's planning that you don't see because you're too busy thinking how you're going to pay the rent. You ain't got no money because you don't got a job. What's on Netflix? I'm telling you, he's going to put your you know what to sleep. The Negroes who stay asleep, you know, they're really not his main problem because he's just going to eliminate them with the heathens that his regular heathens he don't care about. You know who his main target, focus target is? You awaken Negroes. You woke Negroes walking around the earth, reclaiming your true biblical heritage, aka true and physical Israelite title. This is like kryptonite to these heathen devils. You waking up because they know the whole earth was made for your sake. They know the only true kings and judges of the earth, true saints and only saints of the Most High are you, Negro. They can't have that. They don't want that. So this is why you see their gigantic schemes, plots coming to fruition today. The heathen devils on the left are very spiritual beings. They know and believe in the prophecies in your book as well as you do. All that you see going on is a spiritual battle, good against evil. But we Israelites know who will win the final battle. Everything that you see that is going on is about ultimately you. Stay on your P's and Q's, Israelite. Their schemes are about you, and you are that burdensome stone that the Tanakh is speaking about. This is a new Yeshurun Israel. People on the island too. Hopefully this was edifying. Until next time, next time. And you know what? I kind of feel like a heavy stone. Hopefully you're a stone as well.